this is a bit of an eye chart, I'll give you that, but let me explain the chart and the table here. So what you can see here are the 5 months of this year. In each of those months, we've got 5 different numbers. Now, in the table at the bottom, what you'll see is we have the numbers from the previous chart, so the amount of heat we produced, the number of kilowatt hours of electricity that we used to produce that heat. Then in the blue column, that's Intelligent Octopus Go at 7 pence per kilowatt hour. So that's what it would have cost to produce that much heat using electricity at 7 pence per kilowatt hour. The green bars in the chart and the green column, that is Cozy Octopus. That's at an average price of 18 pence per kilowatt hour. Now we go on to the grey column. That's if you were on the fixed 12 months tariff. This is, remember I said, people who would never do this because if you got a heat pump, you would probably go to something like Cozy Octopus. Well, this is for people who put a heat pump in but decided they wanted to run it on the most expensive electricity they could find. Then we have the orange column. That is for a gas boiler that is 90% efficient. So a modern combi boiler. And the previous 2 columns in the table there before that, you'll see that is the conversion of the number of kilowatt hours of heat that we produced with the heat pump multiplied by the efficiency. So it will give us the exact number of kilowatt hours of gas that we would have needed to produce the same amount of heat. So we have a column for a combi boiler at 90% efficiency, and we have a column for an old condensing boiler like the one I pulled out at 75% efficiency. So that gives us our orange and our red bars. A combi boiler in the orange column and a condensing boiler in the red column there. So if you go through each of the months, what you might notice is in the first month, in January, in the depths of the winter, the combi boiler would cost about £140 to run. If you were running on that fixed 12-month electricity tariff, it would have cost you £146. So in that one scenario there, you will see the combi boiler was ever so slightly cheaper, but not compared to Cozy. Even in January, Cozy would have been significantly cheaper. And if you were comparing it to Octopus IntelligentGo, there's just no question that running a heat pump is so much cheaper than using gas. But if we go through each of the months, you'll see that the same scenario, the same ratio kind of stays there. The 12-month fixed tariff and a combi boiler are roughly equal. So 106 to 104 in February, 63 to 63 in March, 24 to 26 in April, and 20 to 23 in May.